Hey, welcome to Business Foundations for Buyers with Tyler Vaughn. Before we get started, I wanted to let you know kind of why I built this course, and I think why it matters. I'm a realtor and listing strategist with JBRE & Co., one of the top teams in Northern Arizona, and we have been for the last 5 years running. With over 700 million in production since 2020, I've spent close to 20 years in scaling businesses, leading teams, and obsessing over what separates the agents who win consistently from the ones who are always starting over. This course is a result of a lot of that obsession, distilled down for what the buyer side of our business is all about. It's also the foundation of something bigger. I'm building something called Build the Standard, and Build the Standard isn't a tagline for me. It's a belief. The belief that this industry has gotten too comfortable with average follow-up, average consults, average client experiences, average content, and the agents who are willing to raise the bar on themselves are the ones who are going to own the next decade of this business. Everything I teach and everything I create, every framework I hand over to you comes back to one question. Are we operating to a standard or are we winging it? This course is one of the first real expressions of that mission. So let's talk about why we're here. The buyer side of the business has changed and buyers have more information than ever before. More options, more hesitation, and more ways to disappear on you than we've ever seen. The old playbook of send a few listings, schedule a showing, and hope they like it doesn't really hold up anymore. But the agents who are creative, clear, establish trust, and explain their value end up winning in the end. And they always will. That's the standard we're building toward. This isn't about being louder online. It's not about being memorable on social media only. It's about not chasing every buyer who clicks, but instead the buyers who matter in that instance and the ones you are qualifying. By the end of this course, you'll have a clearer buyer positioning statement, a stronger understanding of your best fit buyer, a buyer consult framework that you can actually use, and a process for qualifying buyer opportunities. A buyer experience audit you can keep improving from time to time, and a simple content plan that creates real buyer conversations. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is movement. If you implement even one piece of what we cover, your buyer conversations will become clearer, more confident, and more intentional. That's the standard. Before we move on, I want to do one thing. Grab a notebook, your phone, whatever you tend to use. Answer this question honestly. What is the biggest frustration you currently have with buyer leads, the buyer consult, buyer loyalty, or even buyer follow-up? And don't overthink this. Don't dress it up. Name the problem. Maybe it's a buyer ghosts me after I send listings. Maybe it's I don't know how to explain a buyer agreement without getting it into a weird situation. Maybe it's I'm just spending too much time with the people who aren't even ready. Whatever it is, write it down. That answer is going to anchor everything you build in this course. In the next lesson, I'll walk you through exactly how this course is structured so you can move through it quickly, use the tools the right way, and turn these lessons into action. Not just more information, sitting in yet another tab. That's how we build the standard, and I'll see you there.